Hope everybody's doing well. We haven't had this class in 2 weeks. I was in Ireland. It was really fun. It was also like I just haven't been on that kind of trip where you go for a week and do just like go, 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 and like different hotel rooms and lots of close quarters with my mother and my best friend's mother. So it was really fun. And it was also just like a ton to kind of go through and also process since I've been back. Um, so that's really all that's been going on with me. And then I got back the day before Memorial Day and just kind of have been decompressing since then. So I hope everybody's good. I do, Christy, definitely need a this is for sure the most that in recent memory where I'm like, no, I like need 2 weeks for my 1 week vacation. For sure. So, as I kind of reframe and turn back to yoga, because that was one thing I was not able to do was movement while I was traveling. Usually I go in places where there's room, and in Europe, everything's such a small space. So there was really no room for any of the things besides a lot of walking, of course. Um, and so what I need in my mental and physical state is a little extra space and like a little freedom in like the joints, even still, even a whole weekend a day later. Um, so that's what we're gonna be. We're gonna just kind of flow today, no major themes. Really the only thing is just a little bit more space and room to kind of let go of some of that tension in your shoulders and hips, which really we can activate in most yoga poses. So hopefully just like the idea of carrying a little bit less. Because also separate from my personal, travel schedule, I know that this moment in time, as we turn the page to June, we've got some teachers in this class right here, but also in the group as a whole. Um, and then obviously we've got some parents of school age kids. And so this transitional time from like school year to summer, there's a lot of like excitement and fun, and then it's also a big change. And then it's like snap your fingers, and there's another big change, coming just right around the corner in 2.5 months from now. So I'm also personally processing some of that. So that's kind of where I'm coming from as well as we head into the yoga. So I hope everyone's doing really well as you jump in here. Clara, I know sometimes you use the playlist. I'm just going to throw one in. I actually made a playlist today, just a heads up. But we will get started in a child's pose just so that we can land and ground, and then we will come together. So take a couple breaths when you get into your child's pose. Shrug anything off your shoulders. Again, if you're holding anything, even just from the day, from the last hour or two. Um, and then the same thing, just kind of wag the tail and the hips. So I will meet you shortly. In your child's pose, lift up and extend your arms to the left. So you're stretching that right side, pulling your right hip back, and breathe. Walk through center, move all the way over to the right side, stretching your left side body now. It's okay if your head doesn't touch the ground. Take a deep breath. Move back through center and then extend your arms like you're tractioning your spine. Really stretch here. And then pull your way up into hands and knees. Hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Get grounded and we'll move right into some cow-cat. Inhaling and exhaling. Opening the chest, inhale. Rounding the body, hollowing the belly, exhale. And do this in a way that helps unlock the sticky spots. I already mentioned I needed to move around a little bit more. It's been a little bit versus some folks who maybe have been moving every day. But we've all got the sticky spots. Make it organic, make it free, make it what you need right now. Doesn't have to be so linear if it doesn't feel right. When you are ready, peel up into your downward facing dog. Pause here, really land your hands. Lift your hips up. And start pedaling out your feet. Drop one heel and then the other. Letting your head hang. Noticing what happens in the back of the legs all the way up to the hips with this stretching.
Okay, so lift your right leg up, inhale, open the hip, let the heel kind of drop over, peel your right knee up to the sky. And then keep the knee bent, but drop your hips level again. So you're kind of curling like a scorpion, maybe even lift the back of your head. Take a breath here. Good, big inhale. Exhale, foot through to hands, drop your left knee down. Come on up into low lunge, reach your arms up. Exhale, peel your shoulders down. Again, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, peel shoulders down. Do that again. Inhale. Exhale. And then one more time. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring your elbows in line with your shoulders, so palms facing. And then draw your elbows in. And then out. In. And then out. So we're not really doing a cow-cat here. We're actually just stretching the space of our shoulder blades, a little bit of the chest. Good. This time, open the chest a little more, like you're just pulling those two arms towards each other behind. And then roll your fingertips down to the ground, lift your left knee, step back, plank. On an exhale, lower to your belly. Take a moment to lengthen your hips out or your legs out so your hips are flat on the mat. And on your next inhale, curl, open cobra. Exhale, forward down. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Here you are, pedaling heels. And then come into stillness. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, open the hip, let it fall to the side. So it's a big side stretch. And then keep the knee bent, level your hips, lift that heel higher. Maybe lift the back of your head. Like if you could maybe one day touch. Good. On an exhale, foot through to hands, right knee down. Come up into lunge, but don't sink too far forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, peel. Inhale, up. Exhale, peel. Couple more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale, peel down only as much as your shoulders. So your elbows are right in line with your shoulders. And then inhale, just back a little bit. We're not doing a big back bend. Exhale, squeeze the elbows towards each other so that space behind your heart. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze. So that's what we're looking for, kind of clearing out that space that gets stuck. We'll do this a couple more times with your breath. One more exhale. And then inhale. This time, pull your elbows back as if they could touch. Just stay for the exhale. Inhale. And then sweep those fingertips down towards your left foot. Right knee lifts. Inhale, step back, plank. Exhale to the mat. Inhale, peel up cobra. This time you're going to stay for an exhale. Shoulders away from ears. Inhale and exhale, downward facing dog. Relax your neck. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, big side stretch. Inhale, level the hips, knee stays bent. Exhale, lift the head. Inhale, exhale, step foot through to hands. We're going to lift the left knee now and rise up to high lunge. So kind of a similar thing. Take an inhale, reach your arms up. This time, exhale, bend your back knee, elbows come down. Maybe the full arm this time. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Almost like you're moving through water a little bit. Exhale, one more like that. This time, high lunge, back leg straightens. And then you're just gonna kind of open and close like a cow cat. So it's a much different movement. Big, spacious arms. Let's do 3 more of those. This time you're going to place your left hand down, stretch your right arm up, twisted lunge, and breathe. On an exhale, hand down, right leg back to plank. Inhale, and then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Same thing here, left leg high. Inhale, exhale, open hip. Inhale, level hips. Exhale, lift your head towards your foot. Inhale. Exhale, foot through to hands, right knees lifted. Rise up high, lunge, get steady and stable. So find this first. So in your high lunge, take an inhale. On an exhale, elbows come down with the whole arm and knee kind of drop. And then inhale, rise it all up again. Exhale, more of a full body expression. Inhale, keep going. Good. Next time you lift everything up. That's your lunge. Inhale. And on an exhale, lean forward with your whole body, arms rounding. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, hollow out. Inhale, open. A couple like this. Last one. And then this time, bring your right hand down beside your left foot. Twist left arm up and breathe. Stay here. On an exhale, left hand down. Inhale, step back plank. On an exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. This time, inhale, we're not going to open the hip. We're just going to lift your right leg up. Make that kind of scorpion shape. And we're just going to play with walking your hands back towards your left foot. So that means the heel will drop at some point. See what happens here in this bent knee standing split. And then draw your right knee up towards your chest. It's okay if you need to take a little pit stop of balance, right foot down, or lifting that knee up. Take an inhale, right arm beside your ear, left hand stays on knee. Stay here, or exhale, twist, reaching back behind you. Inhale forward, lift your arms, and then extend your right leg. Exhale, go to a straight leg-ish standing split. And then walk it all the way out to plank, chaturanga, or skip it, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath. Inhale, left leg high. Bend the knee. Instead of opening the hip, just lift the back of the head. Stay here for a breath. And then just play with walking your hands back. When does your heel drop? Do you need to change something? It's not really a specific yoga pose. It's just kind of movement. Take one more breath with that bent knee standing split. And then with a soft right knee, come all the way up to stand. Hug your left knee in. Take a pit stop if you need it. Keep the right hand on the left knee. Extend your left arm behind maybe. Don't worry if it just doesn't work. Inhale, both arms up. Hug your left knee up without. And then extend the leg. Just see what happens. One breath. Good. Standing split. Left leg straight. And then walk it all out. Plank. Flow or no flow, your choice. Land in your downward dog. We're going to go right into some Surya Namaskar A's. That's our basic sun salutation. If you're somewhere where you feel kind of hot, you can always just make this more of a lunge salute and slow it down. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend knees. Top of mat. On an exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. One breath. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend knees, look past hands. Top of mat. On an exhale, fold. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart. Continuing on. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One breath. Inhale, lift heels. Exhale, bend knees. Top of mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. One more full cycle. We'll go through one more full. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One breath. Inhale, heels. Exhale, bend knees. Top of mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, open hip to the side again. Inhale, right leg straight this time. Exhale, foot through to hands. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. This time, exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment to make sure you feel really steady in your feet. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, left elbow outside of right thigh. So left elbow outside of right thigh, twisting. If you want a more spacious twist, left hand down. See if you're going to open up that space behind the heart, just like we were doing early on. One more breath. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale. Stay in here. Even though your knee might be, or your thigh might be a little spicy, see if you can stay in there. Go to peaceful warrior. See if you can stay in the bent knee for just another breath. And then straighten right leg like someone's kind of pulling you out of your hips. Inhale, lift up. You can keep that right leg straight. Exhale, land right shin, right hand on right shin. Lift your left arm up. Push the head back in space triangle. Take an inhale. On an exhale, left hand down, lift that left heel, twist right arm up, right knee bends. So an open twist. We've already been here. Take another breath. Stay like this, or come all the way into your wild thing. So your right foot goes from the top over your left foot, pushes down, and then lift the hips. Kind of back in this shape that we've been practicing early on. Good. On an exhale, hand down. Flow or no flow, your choice. I like to give my shoulders a break after a one arm balance. It's up to you. Take a moment in downward dog, just kind of land in those hips. Feel how they feel. Shoulders, jaw. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, open hip. Inhale, straight left leg. Exhale, foot through to hands. Inhale, high lunge. Take a moment, just land your feet, steady the legs. And then hands to heart, inhale. On an exhale, it's a twist, right elbow outside of left thigh or hand down like we've done before. Open up across the collarbone so that you can more effectively open up behind your shoulder blades. Take another breath. Open up, warrior two. Keep that left knee bent, even if it's starting to feel a little intense. Just sit with it. Inhale, peaceful warrior, just for one breath. Keep that knee bent. Good, and then straighten your left leg like someone's pulling you up and out of your hips. Keep leaning back. Inhale, lift up, 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 and forward and down. Exhale. Triangle pose. Notice if things feel just a little off. My left foot was a little too wide for triangle, so I heel-toed it in. So the left heel matches the inner middle of my right arch. Keep breathing. Lift up. Same time, push your head back. Take a big inhale. On an exhale, right hand down, lift your right heel, twisted lunge. This time with hand supporting. Breathe here. Stay like this or come onto the outer edge of the right foot. Left foot steps behind. Push up and again, kind of emulate that scorpion pose. Breathe. Good. Hand down, flow in the way that works for you. And meet downward facing dog. Take a moment again, just kind of let the attention settle in the hips and the shoulders and the jaw. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend knees, look past hands. Top of mat. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms all the way up. Exhale, hands land at your heart center. 3 breaths this time. Just pause. Standing present, upright. Feet are going to be hips width apart, parallel. Take an inhale. On an exhale, sit your seat down and come into a chair pose, kind of a deeper chair without the shoulders first. So what I mean by that is set your seat lower, broaden your collarbones, set your seat lower. See how that feels. See if you can go a little lower. Good, now stand all the way up. Come back into a chair. It doesn't have to be as low this time. Want to keep all those qualities, but with a little more, with a little extra room. Open your arms, inhale. Exhale, left arm underneath for eagle wrap in the arms. That's always the one I have to wiggle into. And then now sit low into that chair again. We're going to keep both feet on the ground for another couple breaths. So you can really just notice what's up with the shoulders today. Good, now lift your left leg up and around. You don't have to, you could stay with both feet down. If you want to go into the full eagle, lift your knee on top of the right, left knee on top of right, and sink a little lower. Good. Keep the wrap. Lift your left knee up. We're going to practice our balance again. Warrior 3. Just one breath. See what you can do. And then make it soft. Free up the arms, soften your right knee, lift your heart a little bit like you're flying. It's okay if you fall out. More like an airplane. Take an inhale. On an exhale, you're going to land your left heel. You're in Warrior 1. So bend the right knee. If it feels like you're standing on a tightrope, you probably are. Heel toe your right foot over. Bend that right knee. Lift the heart. Inhale, straighten your right leg, arms back. Exhale, bring the elbows together, bend that right knee. So similar to the very beginning. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Good. This time, inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands clasped behind back. Straighten those arms, lift the heart. Heel toe your right foot to the right, one more footprint. So there is room for you. Take an inhale, and on an exhale, right shoulder inside right knee, humble warrior. Relax the neck. Steer your right hip back. Good, on an exhale, hands inside of right foot. Slide your left heel back, toes back rather, to lifting the heel. Drop your left knee. We're not going to be here long. Maybe you bring just left forearm down, maybe right, maybe you use a block. Pausing in a lizard lunge. Good. From here, you're going to lift your left knee up, hands flat. You're going to sneak your left knee behind your right. It's okay if you're kind of off the mat. Don't overthink it. If you didn't get it, don't worry. Just sit down towards the front of your mat with your left knee bent, heel by your seat. your right knee up, foot by your left knee. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, hug your right knee as you twist to the right. Good. One more breath. See if you can really take a deep breath in the twist. And a deep breath in the twist, bringing out. Inhale back through to the front. Exhale, we're going to go right into, take as many steps as you need to do it. Standing split, left leg high. Left leg is lifted, head relaxed. Set your left foot down next to your right and let it go. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to heart and pause. Couple breaths here, upright, grounded, spacious. Good. Bring your 2 feet hips width apart. Eagle, second side, starting with just the arms. So again, we're not going to sit so low into the chair. We're just going to find a chair with all the qualities, but it doesn't have to be as low. Inhale, arms wide. Exhale, right arm underneath to wrap. Sit your seat lower now and breathe. Just kind of send energy to the sticky spots, send your breath to the sticky spots. Lift your right knee up, hook it over. If you wanted to stay on 2 feet, that's fine too. Sit a little lower again. Full eagle. Good. Inhale your right knee up, send it back to warrior 3. If you need to take a little pit stop with the foot down, by all means. And then free up the arms, soften the heart, soften the left knee. Breathe here. Bend the left knee, lay on the right foot. Find your warrior 1. You want to make sure that the hips can point straight ahead and you're not on a tightrope. Right heel's down, left knee is bending. And then we're adding that movement. We're going to inhale like you're kind of being pulled backwards, and then exhale, bend and draw the elbows together like we did at the beginning. Inhale. Exhale. Couple more. One more. Keep the left knee bent. Inhale your arms up. On an exhale, hands behind your back. See if you can clasp the opposite finger in front. Straighten those arms. Heel toe your left foot to the left. One footprint. Stretch your heart open. Inhale. On an exhale. Humble warrior, left knees bent and left hip pulls back, head hangs. Take another breath. Good. Release your hands down. Slide your right heel back, toes down, heel up. Drop the knee. Maybe it's just right forearm. Maybe it's left forearm too. Maybe it's on a block inside of left foot. So lizard pose, not super long journey here. Good. And then come on up on your hands. Lift the right knee. You're going to just sneak the right knee behind the left to a seat. And if that doesn't make sense to you, you're going to sit down kind of towards the front of the mat. Bend the right knee, heel beside your left hip. Put the left knee up, foot outside of the right knee. Sit down on your sitting bones more or less. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, hug left knee. Twist to the side and breathe. One more breath here. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale back through center. Exhale, push your left foot into the mat. Meet in standing split, right leg to the sky. Don't overthink it. On an exhale, left foot next to right, forward fold, top of mat. Let it go. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart. One breath this time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back, plank. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, open hip. And then draw the bent knee all the way to your right wrist. Slide the shin down. Slide your left leg back. Gonna come to pigeon. If this doesn't work for you in this angle, you can go to your back. Bring your fingertips down, lift your heart, and stay upright for a moment. So we don't need to bend that left knee, but just kind of feel like if you could push your head towards your heel from the back of your heart space. And then come down. Maybe it's just forearms on the mat. Maybe you have a block or something to rest your forehead. We will stay here for a couple breaths just to see if you can unwind a little bit. And so while this pose is very much about the hips, there's still an element of shoulders and carried energy in the heart, the brain, the jaw. Take one more breath. And then come on up. You're going to land on your right hip. So if you're on your back, you can stay there and I'll give you a different variation. But if you're on your upright, go ahead and land on your right hip and then swing your left leg all the way around. We're going to come into Gomukhasana. So I'll talk you through that in a second. If you're on your back, you can stack your legs like I've got them here, 2 knees on top. You might not be able to reach your feet, but you could reach the middle of your shins and just kind of pull those down, kind of rock left and right on your back. If you're upright here, you're going to bring your right arm beside your ear, bend that elbow, push your head into your forearm. Stay here or weave the hand behind the back, holding the hand. So either way, whether you're holding the elbow or the hand, it doesn't really matter. Just push your head back into the arm. Take another breath. Good, and then unwind. We're just gonna go into a quick boat pose. You can have knees bent, feet on the mat, legs straight. Couple breaths here. Good, crisscross your legs. Downward dog. From downward dog, inhale, lift your left leg up, open that hip, bend the knee, stretch. And then draw your left knee to your left wrist. Slide into pigeon pose. So if you stay it on your back, switch sides for that figure 4 stretch. And again, we're going to start, if you're here in this pigeon variation, we're going to start upright, lifting as if you could push your head back, not coming from your neck, but just the space behind your heart. And when you're ready, come on down and breathe. Rest your head either on your hands or if you're using a block. Take a deeper breath. Come on up. Sit onto your left hip. Slide, and again, stay on your back if you're on your back. Swing your right leg all the way around. Stacking right knee on top of left. If you're on your back, you'll hold the middle of your shins, making sure you switch sides from what you did last time. Here, upright, straighten your left elbow and then bend it, holding the top of that elbow with your right hand, pushing head into hand. Just breathe. Stay here. Wrap the hand behind you. Keep breathing. Go ahead, release your hands. If you're on your back, just stay there. We'll meet there shortly. This time we're going to move to low boat and then to the back. So if you have something on your mat behind you, go ahead and move it there. Move it out of the way now. So you could do this with your feet down and then just kind of hover. Either feet stay down or you lift them at the bottom, or you could lift your legs up now. Either way, you roll onto your sacrum, lower your heart and your legs, and hold here in low boat for 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 1, and then bring it all down. Bend the knees and twist right and left, just windshield wipering. And then our final pose here, besides Shavasana, happy baby. So just take a moment with your feet down to kind of lengthen your hips away from you, meaning tractioning your spine a little bit. And then bring the two knees up and just start by kind of hugging them in and rocking on your sacrum right and left. And then from there, bring the soles of your feet. I like to just grab the inside. It's less of a reach. Feels more weighty, but you can hold on to the outside. Doesn't matter. And so you want the soles of the feet more or less to look like they're walking on the ceiling as you're pulling the hands. Hands are pulling the feet down, giving pressure to the hips, giving some space in there, some compression so that we create space later. Take about 3 more deep breaths. One more breath. Good. Now hug the knees all the way in. See if you can wrap your arms around them so it's pretty tight. Do a little rocking right and left. That space behind our shoulder blades that we've been accessing. Good. And then extend and find a place to rest fully, taking up space. Arms wide, legs wide, head heavy, hips and heart heavy.
Take a deeper breath. Full inhale, full exhale. Two more like that. Each one a big inhale, big exhale. When you're ready, roll to one side. Press up to a comfortable seat and just sit with nothing else going on. Even if there's something, in your periphery, just see if you can stay right here for just 30 more seconds, allowing for less. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Enjoy this warm vibes.